Hello, welcome to a shoulder opening and leg opening practice using a belt. I hope this is really helpful for you. Turn off your phone while you do this. Let your mind come inside and focus on your breath. This is going to help you ground. Come to your back to start off. So lay down, and we're going to start with the right knee up into your chest. Give it a squeeze. And then rope belt the arch of your right foot and stretch up. How long can you get through the back of your right leg? If your bottom leg is too tight, you can bend it, but if possible, have it long. And then let the arm plug back into the shoulder socket so that it really feels like the shoulders can start to descend away from the brain, the neck. And just breathe here and unwind. The bottom left arm can just kind of go to the ground. What's the quality of your breath like? Is it rushed? Is it bored? Does it feel clear and present? Or does it feel scattered? Take your toes out diagonally to the right and then go wide out to the side with your right leg. Just opening the inner groin. Yes. Oh my God. Maybe there's some like growls and releases of energy because like emotion and energy are in the body, right? So moving the body helps us to digest and get through, metabolize emotional, mental stuff. Go to the other side. So from the center, you're going to pass the belt into your left hand, cross across yourself. This time the right arm can come to the side. What happens in these moments of stillness for you? Can you let it be an intimate moment with yourself? Come up with the right leg. Bend the knee, take the belt off to the side, and just be on your back in Shavasana. So yeah, like the way when you're with someone who you feel comfortable with, there can be these periods, like pauses of silence. And in those moments, like the deep feeling, letting yourself have these, taking this break to have more of a somatic experience of yourself, the felt sense of being you. Hug your left knee into your chest now. Pavanmuktasana, aka wind relieving pose. Oh my gosh. Careful. Left leg coming up. I remember people being like, but what if I go to a yoga class and I fart? I'm like, wow. Yes, may yoga class make us more comfortable with farting. Oh my God. I don't know. I guess it's funny until it happens to you. Straighten your left leg. Even with a sense of like bringing presence and activity to the legs. And then take the belt in the left hand, turn the toes out to the left, go to the side. Supta Padangustasana B, reclined single leg stretch. Hand to foot pose. Broaden the inner groin. Breathe. What is somatically here for you? Maybe you'll laugh. Another breath. And just come as far down so that your both buttocks are still on the ground. So it might not be that far for you. So that's fine. Don't overdo. Come on up to center. Hold the belt just in the right hand and go across yourself. Other arm is to the side. How's your breath? How's the light in the room? Can this help you to get more here and to ground and center in reality? Not being overwhelmed, overstimulated mentally. Up and around to center. Bend the knee, slide the belt off. Lay on your back in Shavasana with the palms up. Bend your knees. Come to the side. How's it going? Sit on your knees, or you can be cross-legged if your knees hurt. And then grab something, the belt or a t-shirt or a handkerchief, and be in a Y. Externally rotate the upper arm bone so that the shoulders can roll down the back. So the inner bicep is spinning back, like you're rolling the arms and shoulders down. And then you're going to kind of floss and go on this journey with more sensitivity, with more compassion, not just like hastily rushing through it. Expand your capacity to feel, to perceive, and to be present. Like things are getting deeper and fuller, more beautiful, more intense, more emotional, and you can handle it. Not dissociating, not spacing out, not being distracted. Take the belt away. Take your right hand out to the side, side stretch. Very long through the top arm. Energize the top fingers. Stay grounded through the base. Maybe walk your bottom fingertips a little bit more out. Get long through both sides of the waist. Turn the chest up. Breathe. Can you roll the shoulders a little bit down the back to create more broadness through the front of the chest, collarbones? Like you're broader side to side. Reach the arms out, reach the arms up. Hook the thumbs, get super tall. And then other arm down. Walk the left fingertips out, get super long through the elbow. Turn the chest. Even start to turn the right thumb up as you reach the top arm more back behind your ear. Another round of breath. Root down to rise up. Broad arms. Reach up, hook the thumbs, other thumb in front, awkward thumb in front. Get super long through the sides of the chest. As you rise up to the center of your spine, can you heavy your tailbone and pelvis and legs? Feel like you're getting drawn in two directions. Like the bottom half of you goes down, the top half of you goes up, and there's all this space to breathe. I have to breathe myself. Full disclosure, I did drink coffee before doing this, so you're getting maybe a slightly more energetic version of me talking. Wide legs, Prasarita Padottanasana. Heels to the back edge of the mat, so that you can tell that the heels are in the same line. And then the big toes are slightly turned in, so that the inner edge of the foot is parallel to the outer edge of the mat. Make sense? So your feet aren't splayed out, the toes are turning a little bit. And this helps to shape and guide the direction of your thighs. Walk the fingertips forward. Have the buttocks in line with the heels, not too far back, not too far forward. Walk your hands even more forward, as much as you can. And if this is too low, be on a chair or a couch or a desk with your hands. So you can bring yourself to another place in your room. Be supported higher up. Get as long as you can through your trunk. Breathe fully into the space you're creating. Press your heels down. Feel the backs of the legs get taller. Press the inner foot down, press the outer foot down. Big toe mound. outer edge of the foot. Feel every part of your leg getting more awake. And then keep the legs super awake, but walk the hands in and pour yourself down over 2 legs. Bend your elbows. Point your head down. Just feel a cascade of energy going down. And how's the breath? Can the breath become this purifying function so that you're sort of letting go of the individual ego with its drama and its doubts and its worries and its fears, its illusions, delusions. You're just getting super present in what's here and now. Walk your hands up. Heel toe the feet in. Hands to the hips, come on up to stand. Walk the feet in closer together. What is up? Mountain pose. Turn the palms out. Revolve the inner arms out so that you have this external rotation of the shoulders. And then grab your belt again and externally rotate and see if you can grab inside a loop. So I made the loop pretty tight. It's about shoulder distance, armpit to armpit. And then you're rolling the shoulders down the back. You're rolling the inner bicep open to the outsides of the room. So you're like exposing the inner biceps. And then you're lifting the chest. Press the feet down. Get very grounded through the heels. Look up. Start to lift and pump the arms up as you compress the shoulders into the back of the ribs. Breathe, soften, lubricate, marinate, soften up the arms and the shoulder tension. Can you move the buttocks a little forward as you press the feet down? Can you lift the heart up? Can you smile? And then release that. Woo! Step the feet wide and have the arms out and have the hands over the ankles. So it's a very wide stance, yeah? You're gonna turn your back toes in, you're gonna turn your right leg out. So the toes point out. And then revolve the inner right thigh from inside to out. So we're always doing these like counter spirals to align everything. And then reach out over your front leg. Tip the pelvis as you do this. So you don't have to stay stable in the hips. It's sort of different than like a ballet. You're coming down. Triangle pose. Maybe you can touch the ground, maybe you touch your shin. Turn the belly, turn the ribs, turn the eyes, sink the feet. Breathe. Root down to rise up. Oh, right toes in, left leg out. Solidify your legs to start off with and exaggerate the turning of the front thigh from inside. You're spinning it like you're spiraling the thigh bone outward. And then can you sort of emphasize and grip the muscles of the back leg in towards the bone so that your legs have a very earthy quality. Reach out, tip the pelvis to the side, hand down your leg. Maybe you can touch the ground. Can you keep both legs long? Turn your eyes to the side. Maybe you can turn the head all the way up. How does it feel to breathe here? How does it feel to be you here? So many different shapes we move through. Come on up. Turn the toes in. Hop yourself or step yourself together. Chair pose, bend your ankles, knees, and hips. So we'll see how much we can do in jeans. And take the hands down, forward fold. The legs are long. The backs of the knees are straightening so that we get the whole leg awake and alive and present. The chin is gently folded in. And then walk your hands forward and walk your legs back, downward dog. With your heels up, press down to the hands, spin the inner biceps to the outer sides of the room. So you're externally rotating the arm bones. Press the hands down, move your torso back towards the legs. Lift your buttocks even higher. Move your chest even more back. Oh my gosh, then drop your heels. Do you feel how back your arms are? Like your biceps are sort of lifting up above your ears. Breathe. Big shoulder opener. Even pump yourself a little bit. Pump the torso back, torso back, torso back. Upward facing dog. Point the feet, roll through, shoulders back, heart up. Downward facing dog. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hop or step forward. Forward fold. How are you feeling? Come down, do a squat. Heels down. Really want to stretch your jeans now. Hopefully this is helping. Pelvis descends. Roll the shoulders down the back. Lift the chest. Soften the face. Yoga voice. Oh God. I don't know. It's helpful. Soothing instructions. Helping yourself feel safe and feel like you're already here. You're already in the right place. When we practice to ground ourselves and realize that we're always in the right place, wherever we are. And you start to feel that there's a grace that's flowing through it all. Walk the hands back. Start to sit back. Take your legs wide. And if your belly's really going back and you feel like you're really hunched over, sit up on something. You could sit on a brick. You could sit on a blanket. I'm going to use a little blanket. And then if you have a belt or something, use it again. Go wide. Roll the shoulders down. Stretch the arms. And feel as you're going to break the belt, helps you lift up out of the legs. And then press the legs down and press the heels down and lift our spine up and breathe. Oh yes. And then side stretch over to the right and keep a hold of the belt. And just use the hand. Even go behind yourself with the arm. Turn the belly, turn the ribs. The eyes are softly open. See the beautiful day around you. Receive a few breaths. And then root down to rise up. To the arms. Have a moment just of arms behind you. Feel the difference in the sides. Is there a difference in the right shoulder? Is there a difference in the legs and hips? Which leg feels blurrier? Which leg feels more alive, more awake? Let's do the other side and observe what happens after that. Big Y of the arms. Stretch the belt apart, roll the shoulders down the back, externally rotate the upper arm bones so that you really plug the arms into the shoulders. Keep stretching the belt as you side stretch. Grab the outer foot and keep a hold of the top. So I kind of have the belt inside the grasp of my left hand. And then I'm turning the belly. I'm going to move my top arm a little bit back. And I'm going to keep rolling the shoulders away from the ears and breathe. Can my legs be super solid as my spine is long? Last breath. Rise up. Soles of the feet together. Baddha Konasana. Just checking on my computer. Ha. Let's do the left knee across and point your left toes and have the arch of the left foot, or have the ankle in the right arch. And then if you're kind of like over to one side, sit yourself up on something so that you feel like your hips are even. Roll the shoulders back. Right fingertips behind you, left arm up. Be super tall for a moment, and then stay that tall as you cross yourself with the left hand, back of the hand to the outside of the right leg, and then twist yourself as you breathe. Corkscrew the spine. Getting very heavy through the legs. Can you press the tops of the feet down? Can you lighten the heart? Can you guide the ears up, the back of the neck up, the center of the chest up, roll the shoulders down, soften the face and jaw. Come back towards center, soles of the feet together, knees wide. So I'm hoping that you're able to really be feeling inside yourself as you do this and creating some space, other side. Creating some space with the silence for you to feel. So your right ankle is in your left arch now, and the knees are kind of staggered. Both knees are touching the ground. Both hips should be level. Roll the shoulders back. You're going to reach your right arm up now. You're crossing yourself, back of the right hand down, the palm is open. And then the left fingertips walk behind you, really tinting the fingertips. Find a breath in the twist. Heavy the pelvis, the buttocks down as you lighten the side of the waist, and you turn, and you turn, and you turn. The belly turns, the heart turns, the head goes along for the ride. Don't stress out your neck and face. One more round of breath. Sweet. Come back towards center. Let's do legs crossed. Walk the buttocks back. And let's do a forward fold. Tint your fingertips. Walk your hands out. Any amount of forward fold here. And if you're close, you can stack your fists or have a landing pad for your head. So creating a focused, present, embodied practice for you to get present with the layers, to pause the momentum outside and forward and really land here in your body, in your breath. And hopefully to start to really get familiar with all the parts of yourself. Like, oh yeah, there's my hip, there's my shoulder, physically, then there's my breath. Oh, there's sometimes how I breathe when I feel a little more strained, and how I breathe when I feel really relaxed. And letting that help you really get to know your mind and the mind states. Walk your hands on up. Let's switch the legs. And then as we practice, come on, walk your hands forward and then find the forward fold on this side. So as you practice, you are working with your nervous system to create new patterns and new memories of being here, of being present, of not being forward or back, not being overstimulated, of being enough to just feel and sense. And so we're refining our system and the way our energy moves so that we're able to see all the layers until we can see and feel that we're connected to spirit and the universe. So come on up to sit. And so meditation to finish, roll the shoulders down the back, lift the chest, soften the inner groin. So the legs are heavy, the heart is light. And then receive some long, silky breaths. Creating the conditions to feel that you're already connected, that you're already enough. Letting a smile come to your lips. I'd like you to take some rest. If you have a pillow, you could have it under your head, or you could just be flat. Come on back, and then stretch out the legs one by one. Have the palms up. The shoulder blades are tucked under. There's this really big lift of the chest. Letting go. Your body is heavy. The bones are heavy. The muscles are like soft barbecue falling off the bones. Have this sense of floating here. Surrendering. Detaching a little bit from your story. And just kind of seeing yourself from a higher perspective. With compassion, with care. Giving yourself time to rest and rejuvenate. By letting go, I think you'll feel how fresh you feel afterwards. So really try to detach yourself from being so hard, being so tightly wound into the story. Just being your body for a second. And then feeling yourself as just energy. And then feeling how the breath brings energy from the outside in. And how the boundaries of energy are really so mixed. It's just letting yourself be in the collaboration with life. Trusting what's unfolding. Soften your neck, your jaw, your face, your skull, your scalp. Soften your tongue, the root of the tongue. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Come over to your side. And press yourself on up to sit. Maybe you can find a little patch of light. So I think this quality of practice to refresh us. And as life goes on, we experience more things, more gunk builds up. And if we don't process it and figure out a way to express it or feel it, metabolize it, digest it, it definitely starts to weigh on us, and it accumulates and it stagnates and it makes us feel stuck. So all of the healing practices have to do with sort of moving energy and trying to get that flow back and trying to stay open to life as it changes. So I hope that this short yoga practice has been helpful to you. I have more resources on my website, lukesimonmystic.com. I'm a writer and I teach breathwork and work with creative energy, creativity, unblocking that. And wishing you some peace and beauty for the rest of your day. Thank you for being here.